I witnessed my friend's wife sleeping around while he was away on business. My husband thinks we should tell him, but I disagree. What should we do? My husband's friend had to go away for 2 months on business, leaving behind his new wife, Carol. He asked us if I would keep an eye on her and integrate her into my social circle, which of course, I agreed to do. Every Friday night, my colleagues and I would hit the local pub. So I invited Carol to meet everyone. She was shy and I assumed that I would need to hold her hand. But when I arrived to pick her up, it was like looking at a different humanity. Her demure ponytail was gone and instead her hair fell down her back in golden waves. She wore red lipstick and a red satin mini dress with a slit up the thigh that was higher than my dreams. Sure, she looked like a supermodel, but I told her we were going to a pub, so I wasn't sure what this display was about. I looked down at my light blue jeans and white t-shirt. Was I the one not making enough effort? Generally, when we arrived at the pub, all eyes were on Carol. She walked in with a huge smile, basking in the light that she exuded. Guy after guy approached her and she flirted with them, laughed and accepted their drinks, which felt inappropriate. It got about 2 hours into the night and I noticed that Carol kept vanishing. Initially, I thought she was going to the bathroom, so I carried on with my friends. Something felt wrong because every few minutes I would look up and she would be gone. I checked my phone and saw a few missed calls from Carol's husband. He didn't pick up when I rang him back, but he did text me saying, "Hey, Mel. Trying to get hold of Carol. Is everything alright?" I told him not to worry, that her phone might be on silent and that she was still out at the pub with me. I decided to go and look for her. I checked the restaurant bathroom and garden, but she was gone. In a mild panic, I left the pub and turned left down a small alleyway adjacent to the pub beer garden. There, in her red silk dress, was Carol, pressed up against a wall, making out with the 21-year-old bartender. His hands began to travel up her skirt, so I coughed loudly and he shot backwards. Carol calmly readjusted herself and walked over to me. "Mel, is something wrong?" My jaw dropped. "Carol, you are married. I think we need to go." A dark cloud formed over Carol. "I don't want to go. I'm having a good time. You're not my keeper. Go home if you want to, but I'm staying out." Feeling like the mom of a naughty teenager, I scowled and took myself home. In the morning, I was making coffee with my husband when I looked out the window and saw the same 21-year-old bartender leaving Carol's house. I grabbed my husband's arm and pointed, telling him what had happened in the alleyway. He said we should tell Carol's husband that she had cheated on him and that we have reason to believe that she is doing it regularly. But I said no, that it wasn't our business and that ultimately the messenger always gets shot. Carol's husband is away for another 7 weeks, and already I have seen 4 men leave his home. Should I tell him the truth? As the old saying goes, it's always the quiet ones.